Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm your buddy, Uncle Bruce. Remember, stink bids save lives. There you go. Stink bids save lives. Don't forget that. If you don't know what that means, you need to take classes. Oh boy, that's a basic. First of all, we're looking at a higher opening this morning from indications, but we were looking at a much better higher opening um, earlier this morning. The Dow was up 150 odd points, now up about 45. Why is it up only 45? Little outfit called Goldman Sachs came out with their earnings numbers, and they disappointed a little bit, and the shares are off $11.87 right now a share for Goldman, down to 327.81. And the thinking here was that it seems to be anyway. Their numbers came in better than projected, but the projected numbers were really 20% less than what they were a year ago. So they're making less money than last year. And the stock didn't go up because of that. We've been getting this Wall Street jargon now for about a year, where even longer, where companies now are showing us how much money they make. It's less money than a year ago, but they had already projected a lower return anyway, and they beat expectations. And you keep getting this company X made so much a share, beating expectations. Expectations are a guess from analysts, and what they are now is they are lowered guidance numbers. These are numbers that have been where we've had haircuts of 10, 12, 15, 20, 30% less. So reality is a company that makes 30% less money, or is projected to make 30% less money, makes 28% less money. Oh, that's a win. Oh, that means you got to buy the stock, because in Wall Street, you never sell your stock. The guys in Wall Street never tell you to sell your stock and take your money out of Wall Street. And so the game continues. But this morning, Goldman Sachs is off almost $12 a share. Hey, that's not supposed to happen. They beat lowered expectations. But when you cut the numbers down into little segments, you find out that the one segment that Goldman is good at, mergers, acquisitions, and refinancing business, whatnot, they're not delivering there either. In their core meat and potatoes area of investment banking that they're known for, they disappointed. Now, they also announced a 6% reduction in their workforce from a year ago. They're down 6% in employees, which brings back the to me, the end game. You cannot grow your company with fewer people. You think you can, you talk the talk. This has been talked about forever. But I remember in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s and the 2010s and 2020s, I've been around a long time. It doesn't work. You do not become a bigger, badder moneymaker with fewer people in the organization, because when you let people go, you let go this stuff: imagination, origination of new ideas, different ways to solve problems, outside views, younger talent coming in that can go, well, why don't we do it this way instead of that way? Why don't we try this instead of try that? I heard this. I heard that. Why aren't we trying it? You are shutting yourself off to the outside world by closing ranks around the old farts who've been running the business for a long time, who think they know better, and are holding on to their juicy pay packets and their bonuses, company jet privileges, and blah, 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 blah. And you're kicking out 6%, 1 in 15 people, 1 in 14 people, 15, 16, letting them go elsewhere. Oh, guess what they're doing? You think they're home crying because they got let go? No. They're getting jobs somewhere else. And is it likely that some of them are getting jobs at your competitors? Well, maybe so. And are these schmucks that you got rid of? No. These are tomorrow's best talent. You're getting rid of the youngest, most vulnerable employees because that's usually how this game works. And you're letting go future leaders of your organization. And you're being run by the old farts that are left over who sooner or later are going to leave themselves. They're going to be so rich, so well off that they're going to pack it in and have a wonderful going away party. And you're going to be left now with a gap, a leadership gap. And sometimes it shows up early, sometimes it shows up later. Maybe in Goldman's case, it's showing up now that you're not delivering results in areas you're supposed to deliver results in. And Wall Street's going, we're going to punish you. I don't know. I could be exaggerating. I could be guessing in the wrong direction, but the stock's down $11. Investors know something, and they don't like what they see, and they definitely don't like to see. They do not like seeing results that are coming in from where they're coming in, and how they're coming in, and that is that's not good. That's not good. Now, other banks are doing great. Apparently, J.P. Morgan came out with great results last week. Bank of America beat their numbers. Wells Fargo did great. Well, of course they did great. These banks with all these branches, especially Bank of America and Wells Fargo, all these banks with branches are doing fantastic. All of these scared depositors from regional banks are taking money out and putting it into big banks instead. Sure, that's how can you not grow your business when everyone else is running to you with money? How can you not grow your business when you offer savings account rates of 1% and lend money out at 6 and 7%? How can you not make money doing that? This is easy peasy money. I mean, you bring in $5 billion in fresh cash at a 1% interest rate, and then lend that money out at 5, 6, 7, 8%. How can you not make money on that kind of a spread? It's easy money. And for Bank of America and Wells Fargo and many other operators out there, it's good times. For the consumer, not so good, isn't it? Consumers aren't getting money on their money. Isn't that funny? They're going to Apple to get money on their money. They're going to SoFi to get money on their money. They're going to other players, and some cases, not traditional places, to get money on their money. And hey, are you happy getting 4% on your money when inflation is 6 to 8%? You're losing. You are losing to this game. It's not Apple's fault. Is Apple supposed to give you 10% return on your money? That's not what they're there for. They're not there to give you that. No, you have to get this yourself. Many of you have tried to go to your bosses and supervisors and team leaders, or whatever these people are called nowadays, the human resources group or whatever, wherever you get your pay packet negotiated at, and you are saying to them, I think I deserve a raise. I'm working my ass off, doing the work of 4 people at a time. I train everyone around here. I'm always here late. I work weekends. And they agree with you. Oh, you're great. Oh, we love you. Oh, God, you're just the best. We'll give you 3% more. We'll give you 5% more. And you're losing. You're losing and losing and losing. And that's the best we can do. They tell you that I've gone to the mat for you. I've really worked hard for you, and I got you 4.5% raise. And that's BS, is what that is. That is someone failing you right to your face, but usually they'll tell you to your face. You get an email, you get a text. That's usually how it goes. You're not getting the protection you need from your bosses. You're not going to get it from savings accounts. You're not going to get it from Bank of America. You're not going to get it from Apple. The only place you're going to get any upside potential in your life is go to the mirror, pal, and look at the person staring back at you. That is your answer. That is your salvation. That is who the person is that's going to take care of you, yourself. And if you're lazy and you are unmotivated and you can figure out an excuse not to do it, some of you will do this. You know people who do this. I'm going to say most of you who are watching me don't need me to tell you this really, but I'm helping you observe the world at large. I think someone out there, and probably more than one person, who will never tie up their bootstraps and get to work and will never make it happen because they want someone else to do it. And you know what? This is the best part about America and Canada and other countries where you have the freedom to screw up, you have the freedom to be lazy, you have the freedom to work as hard as you want, not as hard as you want. I gotta say, uh, this is the same in Russia, in China, in North Korea. There are slackers there too. Oh, yes, there are. There are just people out there that we know about who just don't give a crap, or they give a crap. They're complainers. They really don't like the world in which they're in, and they don't like the way they're being treated in the world that they're in. But they're not going to do a damn thing about it for themselves. They want someone else to do it, or they believe it's someone else's fault that they themselves are not doing well, are not benefiting. I remember back in the 70s. This is an old story here, but I was in high school, grade I think 11, something like that, 10 or 11, and I had to take science. I had to have a science class in high school to round out my education. Uh, and so I had English and math and history and science. And in grade 10 or 11, the science area was chemistry. Bruce and chemistry do not mix. And I was coming into class for my first class, and the first day you come in, you can sit wherever you want. And I was one of the last guys into the room, and all of the seats that I wanted were taken. Not that I put up much of a fight. There was one seat available beside a guy that I sat down, and I knew this guy. His name is Mark. Genius. Mark was an A student, number like just 4.0 or better. I mean, just the top grade guy. And he was disciplined, and he was a no nonsense guy. But I got to know this guy because I'm sitting beside him. It turns out that he didn't have very many friends. In like none of the jocks hung out with this guy, obviously. But this guy had a wicked sense of humor, and he and I just hit it off. And we had 3 trimesters. So the first third of the year, second third of the year, third of the year. And at the end of the first third of the year, I had a 32% average for my class in chemistry. And my buddy, who was 98. And I was in real trouble. If I couldn't pass this course, I wouldn't pass the year. I'd have to go to summer school. And oh, Lord, it was just, and summer school, I didn't want to do it. Anyway, I had enough fun as it was. And I said to my pal, I met him. I met him one day. I think it was a school play. I entered the school play as one of the chorus singers, and he was a stagehand. He loved being in the back doing sets and stuff. And there was a break in the thing, and I said to him, "Gosh, I'm just having a tough time with science, with chemistry. I got to pass chemistry." He says, "You want to pass chemistry?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Really bad?" I said, "Oh, bad." He says, "Well, I'll tell you what." He says, "We're doing our opening this Friday or Thursday. We're doing the opening night, and then we have a staff party every night. You bring with you to the staff party. You bring a brown paper bag with a certain libation in there, and I can guarantee you that you're going to pass chemistry. I can guarantee it." I said, "I have a 32% average in the first trimester. I mean, I can't just get 50% and 50% because that won't be enough combined to pass. I need a 50 average for all 3 trimesters, and I'm starting at 32%. He said, "You're going to pass. You're going to pass chemistry. No problem. You just bring that brown paper bag with that libation in there, that bottle of libation I want, and you're going to be fine." So, opening night, and I had the brown paper bag, and I think I was 18 at the time, I think. So I legally was able to buy it. I may have been 6 months older than this guy. I don't know. Anyway, I meet him at the party, and I hand him this brown paper bag. And the house, we're in someone's house, and the music is blaring, and everyone's having a great time. And he's yelling at me, holding out my hand, shaking my hand. He said, "Congratulations, you just passed chemistry." I'm going, "Yeah, I just passed chemistry." I have no idea what he's talking about. And the next day at class, Friday, uh, thankfully, I learned, I knew at age 18 to control myself, so that next day at school I was fine, and my buddy was fine. But others from the cast were hungover, and they had to get ready for that night's show, and oh, it was rough. Anyway, we're at school, and we're in chemistry class, and it's all different now because I'm sitting down to him, next to him, and he said to me, he said, you do what I do, you do what I say, and I'm going to help you understand it." And so we would have these labs, we'd have to do these experiments, and he and I were really working closely together now on this, and I was getting it. But he would say to me, "Read these chapters here and listen to what he says about this, this, and this, and really zoom in on that," because that's what he loves to ask questions about on the tests. And I'm now with an analytical genius who knows the teacher more than the teacher knows himself. And this guy is helping me out. But I realize now I was being taught how to study the subject and how to take control of my curriculum and how to take control of this subject I had no interest in whatsoever. But he said, "It's going to work out really well." And sure enough, every Friday or every 2 weeks we had a test. And the next test came in, and it was 10 pages long. And I'm just breezing through it. I'm thinking to myself, I'm doing something wrong because I'm getting all these answers. I don't have any blanks. I handed my test, and the next class, they hand the test back, and I had an 82% result on this test. I'd never had a passing grade. The best I had was like a 48. 82%. Next test, 85%. Next test, 86, 82%. I'm just getting 80s to 90s, 80s to 90s. Second trimester, I ended up with a 68% average because it was sort of midway through the second trimester he took me on. And now I'm going into the third trimester at like a 50% average. I'm right on the line, right on the line. But I'm getting 70s and 80s and 90s in the third trimester. And then the final exam comes, and I can't remember how many damn pages those things were. They felt like they were 15 pages long. And I had no trouble with it. I ended up with an overall average for the year of something like 68% because I had 80+% in the third trimester. And the prof, the teacher, called me over one afternoon, late in the year, and he said, "You really turned it around." He said, "You're one of the few that have done it." Because normally when a student has 32% in the first trimester, they don't last the year. Like they don't even stay here. You've really turned it around. I said, "Well, I got him to thank." And I pointed at my buddy over there, and he said, "Well, he helped you help yourself. And remember that going forward." And I thought, there's a point there. And I bring this back to you guys. For you guys to succeed in life, there's only one person you can count on. Now, how you learn how to handle your own affairs is what it's all about. And that you're here with me, I'll do everything I can to help you become more successful financially, as you are well aware. And option writing has become the way for many of you out of the economic pickle that you found yourselves in, or that you were in a year or two or so ago. Things have changed dramatically for many of you on this channel. And those of you who are new to me, haven't been here very much, you've only been around a little while, you're quickly figuring out this guy doesn't trade stock. He doesn't compete with me. I don't try to make more money than you in the market. I don't have quote machines over here and all these charts and stuff. It's just me talking to you about making money in this market and learning how options work and writing options on stock you got, stock you get, or deep in the money calls that you acquire to write poor man cover calls, vertical spreads, synthetic options, whatever term you want to call it, I don't care. The bottom line is you have to make money because you're not going to get the big payoff from your employer. Remember too, when you first started working, some of you, you worked as kids, you worked as teenagers, 20 somethings in school, then you eventually got a job, and hopefully, and some of you got a job with a decent paycheck on it. But your lifestyle equals your paycheck. Usually, that's how things work. Your lifestyle equals your paycheck, and that's true in Elvis's case. That is true in Madonna's case. That is true in George Clooney's case. That is true in your mother and dad's case, in your brother and sister's case. It's true for someone who's homeless. Their lifestyle equals their cash flow because we adjust to it. So I don't care how much money you do or do not make in whatever it is you are doing, whether you're making 40,000 a year, 80,000 a year, 120,000 a year, 250,000 a year, it doesn't matter. Your lifestyle has equaled your cash flow. And you now have three choices going forward. You maintain the same cash flow and lifestyle. You have a lower cash flow coming in, which means you have to reduce your lifestyle, or you increase your revenue in and have an increased lifestyle. Those are the three choices. Now, where I'm thinking many of you were at prior to finding me, and vice versa, me finding you, is you were in a lifestyle at a cash flow level, and you had accumulated a bunch of barnacles on the hull of your ship, and the barnacles are debts, and that was slowing you down in the water, and you were constantly just hoping for a greater wind to push your sailboat, and you were rowing on top of that to get the damn thing going, and you just couldn't get going great distances because you were being weighed down by all the costs of life. And welcome to the real world. As you get older, you have kids. Theoretically, you have a significant other. You have mortgages. You have car loans. You have other debts. You have crap that happens. And so you are dealing with a lot of other stuff. And in some cases, the solution you thought would be there, whether it was the career you had and the raises you would get, didn't pan out. The organization you work for isn't panning out. It's disastrous. And or you made investment decisions that were wrong, and you went after pie in the sky, hope for the best investments that didn't pan out. And then you found me. And finally you went, well, everything I tried isn't working. Let's see what this guy has to say. And you're still here. And you became an option writer, and you put your toe in the water, and you tried it, and it's kind of working, and you did a little more, and you're now doing option writing as much more of a thing. And you're wide open to, you tell me now what else I should do, because it is working. And many of you here have completely transformed your lives financially. All the problems you've had, you have. All the problems you had, hopefully you've eliminated some of them. Some you still have, some you'll deal with going forward. If I in any way can help you with your cash flow and improve that, the hope I have is that will solve some of your other pressures, that takes the heat off of your mind going, how in the world am I going to retire? Or we need additional income coming into this house because my wife got laid off, or I'm about to get laid off, or I was laid off last year, or I lost a good paying job a year ago. I can't replace it. I found it with a job that pays half as much, 2/3 as much, and we want to get back up to that world we had. Or I'm retiring, I think, in 10 and 15 years, or 5 years, or 6 years, 2 years. I need help to get there. And everybody here is a different story and a different situation. But at the end of the day, every single one of you have to take the reins, and you have to run the show yourselves. And if I can steer you in that right direction, beautiful. Do not fear the upside of this market. You guys have been warned a million times in your world that you're out there in, that if you write stock options, you could, quote, lose your stock. That is the first lie that comes your way from option critics who don't know what the hell they're talking about. If anyone that you follow or that you think really knows what they're talking about when it comes to financial whatever, and they say to you, oh, if you write options, you could lose your shares, you don't have to listen to that person anymore, because that individual doesn't know what the hell they're talking about when it comes to options. Haven't got a clue. You don't ever, ever, ever lose your shares. Congratulations to those of you out there who have been picking up my classes the last couple of weeks. I've been doing this. I got a 5-for-4 deal on right now on the classes. As you know, if you're here every day, there it is right there. You can buy 5 classes for the price of 4, including class number 15 that is now available on the website. If you go to stockmarketswithbruce.ca, you will find class 15. It is now available for acquisition, and if you want to grab 5 classes, including this one, lesson number 15, Advanced Poor Man Covered Call Strategies. Here it is. It's waiting for you. It's available. You can come and get it on the website. Congratulations to those of you who are doing 5 on, to buy 5, getting 4, or 4 for 5. Many of you are buying 5 for the price of 4. You're not including lesson number 15. You're getting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you're getting, 2, 5, 7, 9, 10. You're filling in the gaps. You've watched some of my classes, not all of them. You're now grabbing them here. To get this deal, you need to go to my PayPal account and make a donation there of $599.99 US. And that will... that goes here. Here it is right here, PayPal. That is down below in the description. You make the donation, and then you have to send me an email, and that's right here, brucefarmer@hotmail.com. You've got to send me an email after you make the donation. Why? Because you got to tell me what classes you want. So you're going to say to me, okay, Bruce, here are the 5 I want, number so-and-so, number so-and-so, number so-and-so, number so-and-so. Then I can send you the links in your email, and then the links will be waiting there for you for as long as you keep that email. You can then rewatch the classes again and again and again and again and again. All right. If any of you have downloaded classes on my website and you can't find them anymore, or you don't know where lesson number 5 is, let me know. Try to give me an approximate date when you purchase the class. Some of you will say to me, Bruce, I bought class number 6 and I can't find it. And I'm now going, who are you? Because you didn't give me your name. I just got your email address. I try to now track your email address to PayPal payments to find out, did you use that and you didn't use that address to make the payment in the first place? I have no idea how to reach you. You got to give me some info. Help me help you. So that I'm dealing with someone who really did buy the class. And I can say, oh, yeah, there they are. I bought number 5. Okay, I'll send you number 5. I'll get you the link. Okay, I'll take care of you. Thank you all for tolerating the commercial and all of this. I sure hope that it's working for you. I know classes work for people. The classes have made a difference. There are, like I say, 15 now available for you to get your hands on. You'll learn from class number 1 all the way to 15. Consider it a trimester. First 5 classes is the first trimester. The second 5 are the second. The third 5 are the third. Some of you are taking a class every month or so. Some of you are doing a class once a week. Some of you are buying a class every second, third day. Some of you buy 5 at a time, and then you buy another 5 at a time, and then you buy another 5 at a time. Whatever works for you. But if you truly want to get a handle on how to write options and how they work and how they react and why they do what they do, why is it they go up, but they don't go up as much as the market goes up, or they go down. Even when the stock goes up, they go down anyway. There's all kinds of reasoning here, all kinds of psychology here. You have to understand how the option market works to really be able to be an option writer, because you are selling a call first to buy it back later at a lower price. And you've got to understand the subtleties of this business. There's a multi-trillion-dollar business. It is huge, it is massive, and it is changing viewers' lives here on this channel every week dramatically. And for those of you who are desperate to get away from your day job, for whatever reason you want to get away from your day job, This is something to really investigate. It is a liquid business. You do not need to buy, quote, inventory. You don't have to buy, gold and then you melt it and create rings and you sell it. It's money. He's moving money around. And it's a very liquid business. And you can be instantly, completely in cash, or you can be completely into your investments at any time. It is a very, very easy business in that sense. It is also a portable business. This device right here, one of these little things, whatever logo it has, this one has an Apple logo on it, whichever one's it, you can use these to trade your option portfolios completely anywhere you happen to be. As long as you've got internet or a cell phone signal, you can be in the option writing business. So you don't need any, quote, special equipment. You don't have to buy some kind of a fancy machine for $20,000 to make money. You don't have to buy inventory. You don't have to buy raw materials. You don't need to rent 10,000 square feet of office space. You don't need a vehicle. You can ride your bike and do the work with this. You could be on the bus and work with this. It doesn't matter. You can be carless and work on this. You can be in your home. You can be at your coffee shop. You can be at your office. You can be at your friend's house. You can be in another country. It doesn't matter where you are, when you are. 24/7, you have the ability to work this. When the markets are open, wherever you are, you can do business. So if you're in Australia and it's 14 hours difference, it doesn't matter. You will trade your options when you're in Australia. If you're going to take a trip to London or a trip to New York or a trip to Florida or a trip to Mexico, it doesn't matter. You're liquid and you are in charge of your account at all times. This is a revelation that has opened the doors to a complete revolution of people's behaviors. It's complete change. There are employers out there right now who are dying to get their employees back to their offices, because employers have found that employees that don't come into the office, they look around too much. They look around at other places to make a living and find that this office isn't so great. This company isn't as great as we like to say it is. There are people out there who are getting attitudes about going their own way and being their own entities. And there are employers going, hey, we got to get people back in this office so we can shut the door behind them and keep them in here and grind them into the pulp. We got to make money off of these backs. A number of you are resisting the temptation to go back to the office. I don't blame you, but you've got to have plan B on how to mitigate and eliminate that process. Some of you have figured out that you kind of like working from home because you've got kids. And you kind of like the idea of dropping the kids off at school and picking them up after school and being able to take them to their dance class or taking them to the pool to go swimming or whatever the activities are after school. And you like the idea of you being the individual handling, being with them to do that rather than someone you've hired to do that while you're grinding it out at the office. But your employer doesn't care, doesn't give a crap. They don't give a crap about how happy you are at home. They're looking for maximum return on their capital for finding people willing to come in there and work their butts off. So if you can find the gig that keeps you at home and you like it, well done. But if you want a gig where you don't have to be anywhere to do it, you do not have to be anywhere, or you can be wherever you want to be to do it. In the summertime, you're at the cottage and you're working from there. In the wintertime, you're at your winter getaway place, or you're going to a family reunion this weekend in the summertime. You're taking your phone with you, and if you get there on the Friday morning, you're trading all day, and then Saturday, Sunday, you're enjoying the company of the relatives, if that's possible, and then Monday, you're trading again. And it doesn't matter where you are doing it. Then option writing is for you. Definitely. There's some real advantages to being an option writer from a physical where you are kind of thing. But boy, it helps to know what you're doing. And 15 classes are available now. More are coming. And I'm excited for you guys about how it's going. I'm just jacked. I love hearing how you're doing on your trades. help to scheme with you. Those of you who are here all the time, you know that if you see someone's name over here with red, with green type and an avatar, that's a member of this channel. The members of this channel keep this channel on the air. They're the ones subsidizing the whole show all the time, because this channel makes zero money from YouTube, really. I mean, I think I make $8 a day from YouTube advertising, not even that. So it's not ads that are keeping me on YouTube. It's members that keep us on YouTube. Those of you who are not members of this channel, if you become a member of the channel, there are some perks. At the basic level, you can make comments here during market trading hours. If you're a gold level member, which is one of these guys up here, then you are joining me every morning before this show. You're already with me at 8 in the morning Eastern time for the pre-alert show every day. And then Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern time, prime time with Uncle Bruce, Gold Bagel members only. That gives you more one-on-one time with me, and we get to talk a lot more option strategies without the market being in the way. Thank you for all of you, whether you're a member at the base level, chilling with Uncle Bruce, or a Gold Bagel level member. Thank you all so very much. And those of you who are getting your renewal notices from YouTube, would you like to renew for another month as a member? And you say, yes, I would. Thank you for that every single time. Those of you who have been members a long time, you do me the honor of posting that notification from time to time. These huge green bars show up how long you've been a member of this channel. I appreciate it. There are other YouTubers out there who never talk to their members. It blows my mind that they offer memberships and they offer some kind of perk, and they never talk to their members. I can't believe it. They just ignore them, and they just kind of talk to the world at large, and they don't care. It's different here. If you're a member of this channel, you're not paying $1.99 to be a member of this channel. I'm not interested in fluff membership stuff. I'm interested in people that are serious about making a difference in their financial lives. If you're interested in making money, then you're a member of this channel. It's for real. There's a reason why people are paying $9.99 to be a Chillin' member and $24.99 a month to be a Gold Bagel member. It is not cheap to be a member of this channel. I am not the $1.99 fluff channel or the $4.99 fluff channel. That's not what we're about. We're here to seriously make money. And that's the only reason that I'm here, is to help you get there. And if I have enough members, this channel is worth my while to continue forward with. And I can then talk to you about classes. I can talk to you about one-on-one sessions. If you'd like to have a one-on-one session with me, we can go that way as well. You truly want to make a difference in your life financially, you have to invest in yourself. And that's all this is. The more you're going to put into this, the more you're going to get out. But it's up to you to decide if and when and how. In the meantime, those of you who have been throwing thumbs ups my way without me having asked yet, I appreciate this. We have 87 thumbs ups on this show already. We go for 200 thumbs ups every morning show, if at all possible. So if you're out there watching, can you please hit that thumbs up button ASAP? Give it a bit of a shot here. Would like to get as close to 200 before the show's over. I know that I always hit 200 thumbs ups after the show's over because of the rerunners that are here. So many of you watch the show on rerun. I appreciate it. If you're watching on the rerun out there, please hit that thumbs up button right now. Don't forget, and help us with that momentum. We do appreciate it. 89, 90 are now in the house. Thank you. Keep those thumbs ups coming in, guys. You are the best. I appreciate it. The best channel and the best viewers of YouTube are here. Without doubt, the best viewers are right here. All right. If you have any questions on your options, let me know. I appreciate it. Let's see what's going on. Chris Cam, here's a great comment here. Hi, Lobers. I've been listening off and on since GameStop went to the moon, and I've decided to give it a go because I just don't want to be a house painter for the rest of my life. I'm 34. Man, no kidding. Chris, I have had discussions with people who are in their early 30s into their mid 40s, and they've told me that they have worked physically, very hard physically, since they were teenagers. And when you hit a certain age, you reach a certain point of wear and tear on the body. And there's just, you just cannot recover like you used to recover. And you ask yourself, hey, man, I have reached a level of expertise. I'm as good a painter as I'm ever going to be. And I know what I'm doing. I work efficiently. I do a damn good job. I have no trouble finding work. But I've reached the pinnacle of my career. This is as much as I'm ever going to make. And every hour I'm out there, that's it. That's the upside. And hopefully with inflation, you raise your prices and it keeps coming in. But that's it. Now you get that realization where you go, man, I cannot keep up this pace. The pace I have to work at to maximize my return. I did that in my 20s and my early 30s, and I'm now reaching the point where I'm going to have to start giving up a little bit of work. I'm going to have to back off because physically there's only so much one can do. And it's time to get your brain making you money rather than your muscles. It's time to rest these and energize this thing to another level. And if I can help you with option writing and through the classes you're taking, then my job is getting done. And so many of you have figured this out. I mean, this is not an uncommon story. So many of you have figured it out that within 3 months, 6 months of being here and doing these classes and starting to do writing, you're realizing, my God, I am equaling my salary in a very short period of time. I've already equaled my salary. Now I'm out doing what I get paid. My trading of options makes me more money than me working 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week. This is the big shift. And again, you have to want it. You have to want it for it to happen. You can't wish it. You've got to make it go. So Chris, way to go, pal. Welcome to the party, pal. Cal, I think trading stocks options is more difficult than trading stocks. Making money is called work. I don't care what you call it. There's no reason why should stock trading be easier than option trading or vice versa. It depends on your personality and your willingness to learn the trade. But once you get in on it, you're going to find that it just becomes part of your new normal. And you have to allow that to happen. You have to allow option writing to become part of your new normal. Maybe your work ethic isn't as strong as you thought it was. Maybe it was easy for you doing whatever it is you were doing prior. And now coming into option writing, you have to pay attention. Again, it's not for everybody. I don't know. I hope it works out. Anyway, there it is. Thank you, Option Nomads, for the 88 thumbs up. Who cares? Uncle Bruce, I'm going to take advantage of the class deal and email you later today to get a one-on-one schedule. Right on. Jamie, thumbs ups. Cindy B, class 15 is on my radar. Trader Timmy, hi Bruce, could you talk a little on when you might roll over an option, the short call of a poor man covered call, if it's going against you? Best regards. Again, if you are writing the option, as I have indicated to you guys to really consider, if you're writing a call option that's out of the money and is 3, 4, 5 months forward, depending on the volatility of the stock you're writing against and so on, there's so many variables here. If you're writing against a call, against a stock with only 1 or 2 weeks to go, you are boxing yourself into a corner if there's a run up in the market. If there's a run up in a market, but you've got calls that are good for 2 or 3 or 4 months, and your calls do become in the money now because the shares have risen higher than your strike price, you now are shopping, and you should be shopping every day. You own options. You should always be shopping for a better place to be parking your option trade. It's important to try to stay within the range of the stock. So if you've had the stock go up on you and your strike price is down here, you might want to move your strike price up a little closer to the market by going out in time. It's a question of the volatility of the stock itself. How sudden was the move? How dramatic was the move? What is the history of the stock's behavior Does it drop as fast as it goes up? Is this a one-off move? What's the excuse for this move? There's a lot to consider a trader, and there's no one answer. As you can plainly see, I can't give you one answer. There is no one answer for me to give you. It's complicated, and this is why you have to, quote, be around with these folks here. You got to stick around with these other traders, hang out with me, make sure you've taken these classes to understand the nuances of these contracts and understand how they depreciate. Even if the stock goes up, your contract will depreciate anyway because of the time factor, but it's a matter of how much time and how much in the money are you. What did you get for the contract when you originally wrote it? Can you do a rollover to a higher strike? Should you put some extra cash in there to get an even higher strike in your pocket? There's a lot of questions here. And again, this question is so basic that I'm touching now on 20 different points that I can talk about to answer your question. Welcome to the option business. This is not quite that simple, and this is why you've got to put some time into this. And I hope you are. I hope it's working out. Extreme, it is Edison. Working for a living is a hard way. Shamalama ding dong. I was considering selling my 500 SoFi shares and buying 3 deep in the money GameStop calls, and then using the premiums from the calls to buy back my SoFi shares. What are your thoughts? Well, you won't be able to buy them all back because you won't get enough in premium calls to do so. If you are selling the shares for $3,000 and buying 3 deep in the money calls, you're going to be able to write calls against them, obviously. And the question is, what are you going to bring in? Are you going to bring in $4 a contract, $5 a contract? And are you hoping to score, say, 50% return on that, right? So if you're going to write $1,200 worth of contracts and you're going to take $600 off the table when you get it, you cleared $600, and then you're going to do another write for 3 more contracts. 1, nothing wrong with that strategy. But 2, that isn't $3,000 to let you get 500 shares back of SoFi. That's not going to happen. Now, you can play another game, Shamalama Ding Dong, and that is this. In theory, you could sell your SoFi and buy 5 call options on SoFi to replace the 500 shares you have on SoFi. But you might be stuck with having to buy out of the money calls to keep that acquisition cost low to allow you enough capital to buy deep in the money calls on GameStop. So theoretically, let's say this, you sold your SoFi, you buy 3 deep in the money calls on GameStop, you write 3 calls on GameStop, you bring in $1,200. Again, I'm just using rough numbers. You use 600 of that money to buy 3 contracts, or 5 contracts, I should say, on SoFi to replace the 500 shares you had with 5 call options that are good until 2024 sometime, 2025. But you can't be buying 10s. You can't be buying 9s. You got to be buying something closer in, because if the shares go from 6 to 8, you want a return already. You don't want to be up 15 cents a contract times 5 contracts. You're up $75. You need a return. So you've got to keep an eye open. Now, theoretically, you could acquire call options on SoFi in bunches as premiums come in from GameStop to replace these 5 calls. You might end up with these 500 shares. You might end up with 10 calls, 15 calls. And if the shares do go to 10 and your 15 calls go up by the equal amount of money you would have made with 500 shares, a $2,500 gain or $2,000 gain, I guess, $4 from 6 to 10 times 500, $2,000. Can you make $2,000 profit on 15 contracts, but the 15 contracts cost you less than a certain amount of money to get? That you could consider that. So there's that. If it's if it's a choice between one and the other. Extreme innocence. Someone said, if you love your job, you won't work a day in your life. I've never felt that. That's what people like about this whole option writing thing. They kind of like this gig. John Anderson, hello, everybody. Hi, John. Callum, you're right, Uncle Bruce. I'm too lazy to learn options, but I'm going to look into it. It's a great show. Thank you, sir. Amandu number 5, 100 thumbs up, Bruce. You're halfway to your way there. Much appreciated, Bruce. Thank you, says Trader Timmy. I expect the answer would be, as you said, but it's great to hear that from you. Cheers to you. Thank you, everybody. It's Ryan, Uncle Bruce. As volumes and premiums start to bottom, what other stocks would be good to start poor man covered calls with smaller accounts? What other stocks are available for poor man's, like GameStop with $1,000 or something like that? Well, you could buy into deep in money calls on a stock like Pfizer, Cisco, HPQ. These are all senior companies. I mean, solid organizations. You're not going to get the crazy, wild, and wacky premiums because they're not crazy, wild, and wacky companies. These are solid entities, but it's certainly something you can build on. You can look into the possibility, I guess, depending on the cost of an option contract. You could look at AI, you could look at Unity, but you're going to have to buy deep in the money calls that are under the 90-10 rule. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. And I don't know if that'll work with $1,000. I'm really not so sure. When you have $1,000 to invest in and you want to become an option writer, you have to admit to yourself that, hey, I'm a nothing burger in this big business. I mean, 5-10 grand should be a starting point. If you buy a deep in the money call and you write one call, you're not going to get $1 million in profit. Of course not. We all understand it, but you're going to get the experience of how it works. Fair enough. The key, though, is, to grow your account, you've got to get more deep in the money calls to write more calls. The leverage begins to pay off once you reach 5, 10, 20 contracts. Then it adds up to some serious dough, even on GameStop. But hey, it's right. It's up to you where you want to go with it. I don't have an answer other than what I've just given. Larry Titus, good morning, everybody. I am number 107, and we are 8 minutes away from ringing the bells. Who cares, says Uncle Bruce. I wrote IBM covered calls for $130 this Friday. It's floating 128 this morning on the stock. I'm trying to fold my arms, but it's close. Do I take the money I can today and rewrite and wait a little bit longer? You could anytime buy these back and write 130s for next week, or 130s for the week after or the month after, and take much more money. If you're down to pennies, if this contract you've written has very little left to give you between where it is and where it's going to go, which is hopefully zero, versus you can bring in dollars by writing a future contract, then you want to do that. You want to take the dollars. Forget the last couple of pennies for the last 3 or 4 days. Just walk away, buy them back, and write calls for bucks. Bring in hundreds of dollars in a contract and give up the nickels and dimes. Right? It's a question of how much time. What's your time worth? I guess I'd put it this way. You got 3.5 days to wait to make, I don't know how much. I don't know what your contract's trading at. Versus you can bring in hundreds of dollars more writing again, whatever price you want to write at, whatever strike you want to write at. And you might be able to work that hundreds of dollars more into something else. And I don't know what it is. Are you buying deep in the money calls on IBM? Are you buying deep in the money calls on any other stock? Are you accumulating other shares, other contracts to write more contracts against? Leverage up your account and get going. Make that IBM work for you. Spare 10 minutes until the party starts. Sven, crazy volume on BBBY. Spare, call them. You won't regret it. I regretted, for example, that I didn't start earlier. Of course, as a casual human, you're skeptical. After tipping your toe in the water, it feels great. Spare is correct on that. Many people have said exactly the same thing. Once you start writing options and get the handle on it, and it's your money on the table, you pay attention. And when you are into this, it becomes fun, and it isn't work. It's a challenge. It's a game. It's a great video game to play that pays in real tokens. In any event, you got to want it, and you have to make your investment. You don't have to buy a game console. You don't have to buy a controller. You don't have to buy all kinds of specialized equipment. You need to invest in yourself and in the knowledge. And so the classes are available. You can buy them one at a time. You can get 5 at a time, whatever you want. And hang out here with this gang and become familiar with what is going on and how this is done. And you'll find how quickly, you'll be shocked at how quickly you pick it up. You're just going, oh, that's what that means. Oh yeah, lesson number 4 covered that. Oh, that's what so-and-so is saying what they're doing. I know what they're doing. now I understand what this all means. All of us, it just clicks, and then you have that lingo in your head, and your closest friends are looking at you going, I don't understand what you're talking about. What are you talking about with what you did with the market today? I don't know what that means. And then you realize, oh my God, I've moved up the ladder in knowledge on the option market that my pals don't understand now what the hell I'm talking about. That's when it hits you, and you go, oh yeah, I am learning this. Oh yes, I am learning this. If you're poor like me, Trader Timmy says you can do a poor man covered call on one of these solid stocks, but in addition, you can paper trade poor man covered calls, paper trade the stocks you hear about in this channel. It's good experience. That's true. Who cares? Says I'm holding IBM stock, not poor man's to write on. I like the dividend. Thanks for the guidance. I'll wait to see what the option unit says, and I'll make more dollars, which is fine too. It's okay to do that. Another strategy, of course, is to sell the shares after your next dividend, and then buy poor man covered calls and write more calls on your IBM than just on the IBM stock to bring more money in this way as a capital gain as opposed to dividend income. But it has to work for you, and I totally get it. Shama, great show this morning. Uncle B, it's Ryan. Seems like a lot of GameStop traders are shifting to AI Unity, so seems the premiums are widening and slowing down for smaller accounts. I hear this all the time, and I don't buy it. I know that GameStop is not as active as it was, and it's not as crazy as it was because it's not the same story as it was. I agree with that. But the premiums on GameStop are still very good. But you have to decide what works for you. And option writing strategies, they don't care. It doesn't matter what stock you write on. It's the same result. You write a call that's out of the money. You watch the depreciation. You enjoy it. You take the lower price back and you write again. And you build your account. And that's the bottom line. My account is just waiting. My account is just waiting for SoFi to become writable again, like it was. I'm there with you there, Bo. Safe to write on SoFi. Don't fear the upside. Would not yet write on SoFi. Waiting for a pop there. Splayer, Ryan, I will add from GameStop money now the next month's more medium class stock to gain basket slot monies than only one stock. Oh yeah, Splayer, don't write on SoFi before earnings because they come out in the next 9 days. DQ, I'm 117 on the thumbs up. Bo, oh, that's a good point. Don't write right now. Cindy, I'm just amazed how much premium value is in the last week of a Tesla option. My goal would be to sell weekly options because of the high intrinsic value during the last week. It's a volatile stock. Bo, 118 thumbs up, Bruce. Ryan, PM me on Discord the options discussion. All right, there it is. We're 2 minutes away from opening. We're going to shift our comments now to members only. Please become a member of this channel if you can, and join in with this phenomenal group of people. We help each other here all the time regarding how this market works and what we're up to and what we're doing and different thoughts. There's many a time where people ask me a question on this show. By the time I get to the darn question, there are 15 answers already in your inbox from viewers like you who are also members that are on top of this question. So thank you, all of you who are members now, those of you who are becoming members, those of you who are rolling over your memberships to stay members. I thank you all so much. I cannot thank you enough. And I thank you all for helping out with that. It's fantastic. Become like Cindy and get rich writing contracts, whichever ones you like. Nick is saying, I really don't write on SoFi now. Every quarter someone does it anyways, and then a few days later they get crying about it in the chat. It's true. The earnings reports are coming, and you do not want to be writing options right now. DQ, the answer is shrubbery. That is the answer to all of your questions. The Knights of Knee know the answer to your question. And DQ says, Knee. And there it is. There's the answer to any questions you might have regarding what to do and how to do it. Party, welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you here. Spire announcement, earnings May 10th, says Tiff, after the close. Giddy up. We'll keep an eye on all of those earnings coming out. It's happening. D.A. Truda is here. Neat. Alex, neat. The knee emojis are attacking the channel right there. The attack of the knee emojis has begun. Larry Titus says, hit the bells. Neat. Bing, ding, ding, ding. Neat. Ding, 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 ding. We're opening this market. We're up and trading. Welcome, everybody. The Big E is here. Jep, here we go. Here we go. DQ. Thank you, Larry Titus. Stock markets with Bruce. There is my knee emoji attack. And away we go. Welcome, everybody, to the party. Welcome to another day of trading. Fun, fun, fun. Hopefully, you kids out there are going to enjoy some wonderful option profits as the world worries about trying to find the mother of all short squeeze profits, and you guys just rake in the cash. Oh, it's a wonderful game. I love this side of the market. As many viewers say, I love this game. I love this game. This is a fun game. Karen is here. Nick DeMourier is here. Flint Creek, number 125, thumbs up. Giddy up, baby. Hector's here. Kareem's here. B. Tizzle's here. Neat. The attack is underway. And we're up and running. Welcome all. We're down 11 on the Dow. We were up 145 about an hour ago. Couldn't hold anywhere near that. So we'll see how this market reacts. Goldman is open now. Apparently, it looks like it's actually up 276 a share. I don't know if that's accurate. It might be a delayed quote. We might be halted there until we get things started. We'll keep an eye on Goldman. 326 down 12. I think that's a little more accurate where we were. We were 339 last night. We're 326 down $13 a share to start the morning on Goldman Sachs. That's a little more like it. Untamed Viking, neat. Fantastic. Welcome all. AI is up 8. Unity is up 4. Sextera is up 1.5 cents. GameStop looks like it's down a dime. SoFi up a penny, 5.97. Tesla 187.55, up 51 cents. Cindy, I think I want to buy more stock in IBM. It has over a 5% dividend. It does. IBM has a 4 or 5% dividend. You can buy shares of IBM, write options against the IBM to enhance your 5% yield. What's wrong with that in an IRA? Nothing is wrong with that. Nothing. There are people out there who could own 1,000 IBM. Take their money out of GICs or whatever else they're into, buy 1,000 IBM, write 10 calls on IBM on top of that 5% yield and really haul in 15, 20, 25% a year on their money. Is there something wrong with that strategy? No, there's nothing wrong with that strategy. That is a great strategy. And as cash builds from dividends and option premiums, you buy another 100 shares, which allows you to write 11 call options at a time and collect dividends from 1,100 shares. Hello, compounding your return. That can be done at any level, whether it's IBM, whether it's Cisco, HPQ, Pfizer, doesn't matter. Senior entities, you can write calls on these and away we go. Write them on Apple, write them on Microsoft, write them on Google. Giddy up, man. Let's go. Anyway, there you have it. We're down 1140 on Goldman. The Dow's off 37 points. Let's see what else is going on here. S&P's up 12. Nasdaq's up 61. Oil is up 1 penny a barrel. Who cares, says Uncle Bruce, put me on the IBM strategy during our first one-on-one. My best move so far, dividends plus covered call profits. When we had our first session. There you go. This is what it's about. Juicy GameStop going below 22 as it seems. Right now, 22.04 down 25 cents. As I say, a number of you have had one-on-ones with me, and you've begun the journey down the road of option writing. Many of you have decided to go the GameStop route. Others have decided to go other ways. Some have decided to do option writing on IBM. Others are doing on Home Depot. Others are writing on, I mean, it doesn't matter. You can write on whatever you want. It's a matter of liquidity of the options, the kind of premiums you're comfortable taking in, whether they pay a dividend or not, can be done. And whether you are buying shares and writing options, or whether you are those of you out there buying deep in the money calls and writing options, it's totally up to you, depending on your timing and willingness to accept or not accept risk. It's a very conservative strategy. Writing options is not for the thrill seeker, generally speaking. Not really, although there are thrills and spills when you write options from time to time. It can get kind of hairy. depending how close in you are. But all in all, option writing is a conservative strategy that institutions use religiously to make a lot of money. And so, hey, why not? There you go. Let's see. What else is going on? Hector is saying, Elkers, the market seems to have a wait-and-see attitude about SoFi. Tiff, there's a wall around the $6 mark for SoFi. I don't know who is selling, but it is a bad joke. We're at 598, and when it breaks, it breaks. And it's only a matter of time. The financials for SoFi will be so overpowering that the shares will be gone, and there'll be nothing to stop it. Nothing will not be enough to stop it. But anyway, we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. We're here for the long haul. Goldman down $9.99 at 329.76. That's the deal on Goldman. AI down 14, Unity down 16, Cyxtera is unchanged, GameStop down 20, SoFi up a penny, Tesla is down 55 cents, ATIP is down 1.3, I think. Apple up 82, HPQ up 30, First Republic down 16, Google down 7 cents, Moderna down 73, Cisco is up 32, Pfizer up 6, IBM up 67 cents at 128.49, Microsoft up 96 cents, ME down 3.5 cents. Matterport is down 2.7 cents. Rocket Lab down half a penny. SmartRent unchanged. Spire's up 3 cents at 69.9, about 70 cents now. Bed Bath Beyond up 3 pennies to 31 cents. Amazon up 88. Home Depot is up $2. Netflix up $1.05. Vanik Semiconductors SMH up 3.21. Adobe up 185 to 379. Goldman down 11.40. Boeing down 3 cents. Meta up 7. AMC up down a nickel. Ape down 3.5 cents. Royal Caribbean up 3 cents. Carvana down 9. Robinhood unchanged. BlackBerry up 4.5 cents. Norwegian up a penny. Carnival down 2 pennies. Target down 38. JP Morgan down 72. Costco up 3.46. Walmart up 55. Disney down 11. Nvidia up 8.76. American Airlines up a nickel, and that's where we are right there. 60-point loss on the Dow at the moment, with S&P down 13, NASDAQ up 66, oil down 4 cents right now. There is where we're at for the moment. Welcome all to the party. Let's see, what else is going on here? Any more comments I need to worry about here? No. By the way, Splair says, compared to last week, the VIX is $1 lower. There you go. We're all good. We're all good, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. Thank you for joining me today. Hit that coffee. Oh, yeah. Thank you all. And thanks again for those of you who have who are in the membership family here. I'm so glad to have you. If you're working, please join us, whether you're joining us the chillin' level or the gold level. We'd love to have you in. Try to help you make more money in this market and help with your knowledge of how you write options and how to make money in this market with these fellow option writers. It is fun making money. No question about it. It's fun making money. There you go. Thank you all for joining in and being part of the show. There we go. We've got all kinds of stuff going on simultaneously. Thank you very much. I'm kind of watching here what's going on. We have 133 thumbs ups now. Thank you guys. Appreciate that as well. A wonderful thing. All right. 44-point dip on the Dow now. Down 8 on AI. Down 21 on Unity. Cyxtera is up 6 cents. 0.6 of a cent. 29.4 cents. GameStop 22.15, down 13 cents. And SoFi's up a penny at 5.96. Tesla down 83 pennies. Bullard repeats call for more Fed rate hikes. Bullard is a St. Louis Federal Reserve president, and he thinks rates should go higher. He's not worried about a banking crisis, doesn't see a recession taking place anytime soon. And he thinks rates should go higher. So there you go. That is the thinking of a board of a Fed member. They vote on interest rates. So he's a hawk. I think we should have higher rates. There you go. Like it or not. Interesting. $3.30 a share on Goldman, now down $9.39 on the session at the moment. That's where we seem to be at right there. GameStop down 14 cents, not too much of a dip there. Markets are still mixed. Dow 30 is negative 30, and the S&P up 15, and NASDAQ up 62. So it's a mixed bag over there. AI C3 AI Inc. is up 8 cents. Unity down 27 now. And SoFi is up 3 to 598. SoFi volume this morning is now approaching 1.5 million shares. Relatively typical day. GameStop volume at 2210, 240,000 shares. Not much going on there. Very quiet opening. Tesla 186.21 down 83. Apple up $1.07. HPQ up 40. Got a good report yesterday, HPQ. FRC First Republic down 21 cents. Google up 36 cents. Moderna down 112. Cisco up 33 cents. Pfizer down 6 cents. There you go. That is the story as I see it here. Everybody, welcome one and all to the channel and the show. Matterport is compared to last Tuesday's closing 5 cents higher, but is not crushing back. SoFi is doing similar, but last Tuesday it was closing at 590. Testy Donkey sold a $200 call for Tesla expiring this Friday for $220. That is insane. Took in $220 to write a $200 call on a stock trading at 186, and it dies. The contract dies in 3.5 days. That is interesting, isn't it? I call that kind of easy money. And what's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that. $200 in your pocket, $220 in your pocket is the best place for that $220. And if you keep all of it, great. If you keep 90% of it, great. If between now and Thursday afternoon or Friday morning you sell it, buy it back, and then sell next Friday's call for $400 or $500, great. Bringing in cash is what it's about. Cindy B, Tessie Donkey, I know this blows my mind, she says, about Tesla premiums. They're phenomenal. Ed Hawkins, thoughts on timing to grab more SoFi? There is no such thing as timing on SoFi. You just buy it now. You buy it and you get it and you put it away. Do not be, playing around with it. I don't know. I don't know when it goes. I know when their earnings report comes out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be good. I'm kind of confident the stock might go up, but I don't know. So is $5.98 going to be a great price 3 weeks from now? Is 3 weeks from now stock $7.50 a share? And people here going, oh God, I tried to buy it at $5.96 and I missed it by 2 pennies. I shouldn't have done that. Just buy this stuff and get out of there. Buy it. Let's keep going here. I don't think there's downside to this company. I don't think it's going to $4. I think it's going to $10. So buy it. That's all I can say. Yeah, no timing. Just get it. Splair, best timing is when you have the cash to go long on it. Ed Hawkins is smiling. I'm not mad at anybody, by the way. I'm just so excited about the upside of the company, and I just don't want any of you missing it. I really would be really disappointed if I find I get comments once this thing hits 10, 12, 15, where people say, I could have bought it, and I just didn't do it. I thought it would go 20 cents lower, and I missed it. That's what drives me nuts. It just drives me insane. This is a gift horse right here. It's a gift horse staring you in the mouth. But hey, it is the markets, and it's human nature, and there's nothing I can do about it. Nick, is $5.98 going to be a great price 3 years from now? Yes. Unequivocally, yes. There you go. 49-point drop on the Dow, 24-cent gain on AI now, 4-cent gain on Unity. So they're both turning green. Cyxtera is green again, 29.1 cents, 0.3 of a penny. GameStop's coming back. It's only down 6 cents. GameStop 22.22. It's close to breaking even here. SoFi is up at $5.98. Tesla 186.80, down just 24 cents. ATIP 26.6 cents, down 1.3. Apple up 114 a share, HPQ up 45, and Google up 31. First Republic down 19. All right. There you go. Tiff, you could buy SoFi at $10+ and still would be a great deal in the long run. That's true. Splair, I probably nibble up after my first month of work, first 100 SoFi 500 portfolio, then I'll buy Unity, HPQ, put my cover calls to get quicker and more stonks. Right on, Splair. Thinking about the future. Giddy up is what we're talking about here. Let's go. See how this market wants to react here. Whatever. For those of you out there, who've been laid off and you've been given 2 months severance or something, or, you got 3 weeks of money, I don't know what you got. Or those of you who have been given a buyout or asked to leave, but you are now leaving with your 401k, you can take your 401k and put it into a self-managed IRA. You guys, many of those folks, some of which are here, some of which are not, many of you out there are probably in a position to, with a little bit of reorganization, you might be able to make a living just off of your option premiums. Or if it's in an IRA, you're likely now to be able to grow your IRA at a pace much faster and greater than you've ever had before from option premiums coming in, so that you can compound the value of that IRA you have while you're now looking for work. Maybe you're going to work part-time doing this or that, or you're going to work from home as a part-time consultant or something. You can build that IRA's value now dramatically, so that when you do reach retirement age, and however long that is, that's 3 years, 5 years, 8 years, 15 years, 22 years, whenever, you can grow the value of that IRA now and start compounding it now, so that in 3-5 years from now, 10 years from now, it is worth more money than you'll ever want to withdraw from it. In other words, you might take out so much a month from it and you can't defund it. That's the position you want to be in, that you can withdraw it for as long as you live and you'll never drain the damn thing because it's worth so much money. That's the secret of success. That's when you can say to your boss, goodbye, I'm out of here. Don't need to work for you anymore. I have another plan. There you go. Anyway, there you go. Let's see. Alex, hi, Bruce. I just got caught by this run on HPQ. I'd written $25 contracts expiring in November. I bought them back for $7.30, and I wrote 30s that expired January 2024 for $5. What do you think about this move? Well, you moved up $5 in strike for a cost of $2.30. That's a good move. That's a win for you. Now, if you get taken out at 30, you're going to be taken out at $35. So that's got to be a win as well. Obviously, with the shares now at where are we at now here on HPQ? 31.42. The calls you just sold for $5 are only worth $1.42 in book value. So even if the shares go to 32, 32.5, you don't have to worry about it, because if you were taken out, you'll just buy the stock back and write more calls. So fair enough. On the other hand, if the shares, are going to hang around 29 to 31 for a while, these calls will slump back in price, giving you the first $2 back that you just put into them. In other words, you buy these calls back for $3, you get the $2 back that you paid out of your pocket. I mean, you lost $2.30 on the transaction, right? So you'll get that back. You don't need much to come out of this smelling like a rose. And at the end of the day, are you happier with your stock at 31 or happier with your stock at 25? You're richer at 31. If it wants to go to 35, do you care? No, you don't. Really, you don't. You let it go to 35. Whatever you are sitting on, the stock or the deep in the money calls are rising up in value dramatically, more than what you're losing on these calls. So you're going to be a winner no matter what. You'll do another rollover if you have to. No big deal. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Manager 141, thank you for the thumbs ups. Tiff, stop guessing what stock's going. There will be a day where SoFi will hit $10 and will stay above that forever. Joe, that happened to me, Uncle Bruce. It happened to me, Uncle Bruce. After giving my walking papers, I was able to put more money in my retirement than when I was working. Just by writing covered calls. Joe, well done, my friend. Well done. Manager, oh, by the way, the company which lays you off, short the heck out of those guys. There you go. Splitter, like I said, when it's at least 2 to 3 days above $10, otherwise it'll be for sure like the $8 mark, but we're not going back to $4 this Splitter. That's for sure. Dips are healthy moves to catch with a covered call. Alex, gotcha. Thanks, Uncle B. Right on, pal. Well done, sir. Walk on. Yeah, look, if you're getting a buyout offer to take a hike, sometimes that's the best move you can get. There are people out there who panic. They just were, oh, God, I don't know what to do. I'm never going to get a job as good as I have. They get laid off. They go looking for a new job, and they find out that the same work they're doing now, they can do over there and get 20% more money. They can't believe it. They then figure out that they've been ripped off for the last 5 years with the discounted pay, and they still got laid off, even though they were underpaid by the market. It's incredible what companies do to people sometimes. What can I say? Giddy up. Hey, Class 15 is posted now, right? Yes, Class 15 is on the website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. You can pick it up there anytime you want. Absolutely. And you can take advantage of the 5 for 4 deal anytime you want, including Class 15 if you like. More power to you. Auntie Jen, how are you?
Good. What you got up there that's 331?
Goldman Sachs down $8. It was down $12 after the earnings came out today. Yeah, a little surprise there, pre-market. Little pre-market high. How are you? But it is recovering, actually. It's down just 8 instead of 12.50. But it was an interesting move this morning. We talked about that a lot this morning. The markets have been negative on the Dow, but positive elsewhere. So it's a mixed bag.
You know, I can't read that far because it's kind of like in the middle of where I am, but I know that that's DQ's comment. It's up there because he's got the Steeler logo.
That's right. It's the one thing DQ. There's no question DQ has things going for him, but the one thing that DQ really has going for him, he's got a Steeler logo for his avatar. There you go. Larry, good morning, Jen, from Larry Titus. There you go. Oh, man. Welcome all to the party. Nice to see you all here. Welcome to the show from wherever you are. Yes, Auntie Jen, you're going to do some exercises here?
I am.
Right on.
I'm going to do it.
And this is good stuff.
Get the blood flowing.
Get the blood flowing. Keep that hip nice and loose.
Blood flow.
Work
the cardio going.
Oh, she's doing stuff you can't believe. She can kick now, too, by the way.
I can tie my own shoes.
She tie her own shoes now? I mean, we're talking advancements.
I could paint my toenails if I wanted.
She could paint her toenails if she wants. It's a big deal.
It's so big.
It's a biggie. Oh, fantastic.
The little things.
It's all the little things adding up big time.
And yesterday I noticed when we were walking that I was holding, sounds so dumb, I was holding my head up and looking forward, where before I've always looked in front of my feet, like right in front of my feet, to make sure that I was putting my feet down steadily. And I noticed that now I walk like other people. I look forward.
She just kind of looks around at the mall and just walks like everyone else.
So, and I mean, that's good for everything. That your spine is
posture.
where it's supposed to be. Yes.
And the more Auntie Jen walks, the better shape she's getting in, the stronger she's getting, the more better she'll sleep.
The longer I can shop in a mall.
The worse it gets for me, the more I need you to help me out. Oh, man, the more members I need, the harder I have to work. Oh, thanks a lot, Auntie Jen.
I had a grandmother who used to whack us in between our shoulder blades if we were not ramrod straight.
See? Grandmas.
Grandmas.
Larry Titus says, good morning, Jen. DQ. It's the one thing DQ doesn't mess up is his Steeler logo.
That's
John
right.
Anderson, good morning, Jen. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, I enjoyed your lesson today. As Blair, good morning, Jen. DQ, class 15 acquired mostly because Auntie Jen loves the Steelers. There you
That's
go.
right.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun season.
It's going to be a fun season. Thank you, Lorraine, by the way, for your comment, and thank you, DQ, for picking up class 15. Thank you, those of you becoming members, renewing your membership, and everything else. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
It was windy in the night. Did you hear the wind?
It was windy last night, yeah.
Woke me up, the banging and things moving.
Is it super calm now?
Yeah. Oh, it calmed down.
Just calmed down
in the night.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, we get these. We're not far away from a mountain pass between us and the Riverside Imperial Empire.
There's a reason they have windmills here.
Yeah, there's a reason why there are windmills in Palm Springs.
Through the Narrows, it's
the wind doesn't go away as soon as they pass the windmills, and then it goes away. It keeps going,
used up?
And it kind of goes through here from time to time. It's funny how that works. Funny kooky,
like water through a turbine.
Yeah,
funny
kooky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
329.
Yeah, it's down 974. So it's gonna give and go here. Give and go. Mandu number 5. Good morning, Auntie Jen. DQ, bring that good hip to Pittsburgh, Auntie Jen. I have tickets. He has tickets. Jen wants to know if you have tickets to corporate seats or not.
Is that what Jen wants to know?
Yeah. Jen wants to know if you've got you have access to some of those corporate boxes. Yeah, that's what Jen wants to know. Yeah. Jen wants to know that. Hector, spare the memory of GameStop at 18 is just that. A memory. Right on, Hector. Right on.
That's right. It's a bad print. Yeah.
Oh boy. DQ says club level, not a box, but club level.
Okay. Well, I like being up. You got to be up high so you can see the field. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean, I know when you're down low, you get to appreciate how fast they are and how big they are and how noisy. And
DQ says so. There's a huge inside multi-bar area.
What?
That works for Auntie Jen. Just watch it on TV then.
And if there's a multi-bar area closed, that means bathrooms are closed.
That means bathrooms are closed. And that's another important safety tip. Oh boy. Section 213, Auntie Jen. That's where my seats are.
Right. I can't remember where we sat.
We were in the end zone.
Opposite the
Heinz field. The Heinz ketchup bottles. We were at the other end zone.
And it was wonderful.
And we were about the third row from the top with the roof, the box suites over us.
Yeah.
And the snow was coming down a little bit, sleet. And we were dry. We were dry, sitting outside, but we were covered.
Yeah.
And we enjoyed those seats.
And we had 2 younger men who I think had been tailgating for quite a while before the game started.
Go figure.
And they lasted the first quarter, and then they got up to go get more beer, and I don't know where they went.
We never saw them again.
And I didn't miss them.
We didn't miss them at all, actually. No, that was good. We enjoyed the roominess.
And the young child in front of us wearing the opposition's jersey really didn't miss them.
Yeah, that's where. Hopefully that's true. I would have loved another dip to 20 to buy my calls back. DQ, my seats are undercover as well. See, we love those kinds of seats.
You got to think about it.
Oh, strategic logistics. Absolutely. Yes, must be done.
I don't want to fry in the hot days, and you don't want to drown in the wet days.
That's it. The Steelers came to Los Angeles, I think it was last year, or the year before, I can't remember. And it was at SoFi Stadium, and I can't remember if the Rams or the Chargers. I don't know. They played somebody. And the tickets in the top corner, way at the top, $800. We kind of looked at each other and went, I don't think we're going to see them live this time.
I can't enjoy it then.
No, can't enjoy that when you're paying that kind of money.
I really want it. But next time we're in LA, we can just go into SoFi Stadium. I just want to see the building.
Oh, you just want to see the building?
Yeah.
Well,
I'd love to see.
We enjoyed very much the game in Pittsburgh and Arizona. We saw them live in Arizona. But we enjoyed the game very much in Pittsburgh. We'd love to go back to Pittsburgh. And I would love to be in Pittsburgh when the Steelers and the Penguins are playing, because I'd like to get a Penguins game. I'd like to catch one of those and see those guys.
We have to go in October.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
November, but October.
Pirates. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, Pirates. I'm not sure about the Pirates. I'm not sure if they're playing in
October,
October.
the perfect month.
Are they playing in October, the Pirates?
Yes, baseball has started. Baseball is
ending in October.
They
Playoffs.
can play.
Playoffs.
What are you saying?
Playoffs.
What
Yeah.
are you saying?
Playoffs.
The City of Champions.
Oh boy.
Oh no, wait, that's Edmonton.
Well, let's go see the Pittsburgh NBA basketball team. Oh, there isn't one of those. Ooh.
That's, you know why?
What?
Because they know it's not worth it. Don't go.
They know it's not worth it.
Basketball.
Yeah, don't get Jen started on basketball. She's not going to see basketball. DQ, I just bought back SoFi January 2024 calls. Sold it for 133, bought back for 85 cents.
Very
DQ.
nice.
Pirates almost never play in October. Laugh out loud. It's the Pirates, Nick. The Pirates aren't playing in October. Splair, we're already with 21.98. Says Splair on GameStop. 2202, 21.98. Giddy up. DQ. Pittsburgh NBA team is the Cleveland Cavaliers. DQ is smiling. That's Pittsburgh's basketball team.
That's right.
Oh, and the guy named LeBron ain't there no more. He left
In
a long
Believe-land.
time ago.
Yeah.
He left a long time ago.
Living in Believe Land. Because every year they keep buying seasons too. I don't understand.
Go figure, yeah.
The Browns
Them Browns.
that have orange uniforms.
Orange. Their helmet has a wonderful team design on it.
Oh.
Orange helmets.
They spent so much on that logo.
Big money to refresh.
Big money.
They got to refresh that logo all the time.
Oh,
Repaint
we're
those helmets.
so lucky we have them in our division.
Of course, the Steelers are very economical. They only put the logo on one side of the helmet. You don't have to do a decal on the other. Smart.
We can remember from one side to
We-
the other.
We only need one decal to remember who we play for. We don't need
That's right.
two. There you go. See?
We got top-notch guys.
We got top-notch guys. The best. We have the top guys. Top men. The top men.
Top.
Cindy B, DQ, I'm with you. Buying back my SoFi calls. Also, I'm ready for a rip. I'm ready
Ooh.
for a rip. Let's go, SoFi. Earnings coming out shortly. Go.
See what happens.
Oh, let's go to $10 a share. Let's go, baby.
Have the news dip or the news rock.
I think I have several hundred viewers who are
Sitting on
all
SoFi.
ready to start writing options on SoFi to haul in some serious deal. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of viewers.
I hope they come out with
it
numbers
might
that
be
just blow the
thousands.
roof off.
I'm not sure how many I have. Really. I don't know how many people have SoFi, but
Yeah.
there's a ton of them here.
Okay,
Yeah,
now
very
you got
good.
my blood going, talking Steelers and sports. I'll go do some
Nick says
sports.
it's super vital for the marketing division to change the helmets from creamsicle to navel orange. Creamsicle to navel orange. It's very important from the
Very
marketing
important.
angle.
Oh,
We're gonna wear our retro
makes you feel
uniforms,
so much better.
browner than brown.
No, but they're the brownies, right? That's why they're called that.
Oh boy, Bagel Babe says, I'm ready for a rip. Yes.
Yes.
I'm ready for a rip.
Oh,
Let's go,
They're all ready
baby.
for a rip. I want SoFi to come out and
We want SoFi to go to $12.
blow the doors off
I
those
want
other
people
banks.
writing $15 contracts and getting $3 premiums. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready for this channel's viewers to become just insatiable.
I got nothing against brick and mortar banks, but I just think SoFi is
Oh, it's the
banging on all cylinders.
Yep.
I'm out of here. Bye.
Okay, Auntie Jen, enjoy. Thank you. See you a little later. She's out of here. Go, Rugman. Yeah. There you go. Oh boy. Yep. Fun. I'm ready for a rip too. I'm with you guys. Let's go. Thank you all. We have 147 thumbs ups now. Thank you guys. We got 26 minutes to go, and we need 52 thumbs ups to get to 200. If you guys can help us out there, any of you out there watching, first thing I'll say to you folks is neat. And the second thing I'll say is hit the thumbs up button, please, and help us get to 200 thumbs ups on this telecast. Thank you all. Those of you on the rerun, thank you. If you're watching this rerun, hit the thumbs up button. That helps a lot as well. Thank you. Neat. Bama, babe. Thumbs ups for Bruce. Yeah, babe. Let's go. Yeah. Thank you. DQ said, was this, I couldn't be mean to any Clevelander. They were also angry at Baltimore. Of course, yeah, there's Baltimore taking the team away. Boy, oh boy. DQ, neat. There you go. The neat attack is underway. Thank you all for the knees and the thumbs ups. 149 thumbs ups. Keep them coming. Help us get to 200. Thank you very much. Let's see if you guys can make some money in the option market. Splair, neat. Thumbs ups from Splair. Yay. Thank you, everybody. Fantastico. We're working it hard. We're working it. Oh, just like curling. Hard. It used to be so much easier. It's not that easy anymore. What are you going to do? Gosh darn it. Welcome everybody to the channel and the show and the craziness and the silliness and making money on writing options. Oh yeah. We're down 131 on the Dow. We don't care. We don't care if the Dow goes down 130 points. We're on this channel. We don't care. Doesn't matter. It's fine with us. AI is down 23 cents. Unity down 54 cents. We don't care. Doesn't matter. It's not a problem. GameStop down 26 cents. We don't care. 592 on SoFi. That's ridiculous. It should be $20 a share. Tesla down 313. There are Tesla option writers who are caring. They love that it's down here. They love it. ATIP down 0.7. Apple is up 148. We got HBQ up 32. We got FRC down 36. Google down 19 cents. We got all kinds of action here. Cindy, sorry Tesla, but your stock is down 1.57% today, but my options increased by 23.45%. Thank you very much. Splair Cindy, that's juicy. That is a nice return today. Moderna down 198, Cisco up 7, Pfizer down 28, IBM up 39 cents, Microsoft down 26 cents. I know a guy that wrote some 295s last week who's really happy. ME down 4.5 cents. Matterport down 2, Rocket Lab down 3, SmartRent down 5, Spire down 0.2. So there you are. That's what we're doing, watching all kinds of stuff going on here. S&P is only up 1.7%, 1.5 points, pardon me. The S&P is only up 1.5 points. NASDAQ is up 15 points. So these two are backing off with the Dow now. They're backing off. Oil down 61 cents a barrel to 80.22. So oil slipping a little more today. Very interesting. Isn't it funny how a stock can be down 1.5% and a viewer of this channel is up 23% on their money on a falling stock, and they didn't short the stock? That's an interesting story. I wonder how they do that. I think I know how Cindy did it. Cindy watched some classes, and she hangs out around with this channel's gang here. Cindy writes options because she's learned how this works, and she's going, hey, Tesla, you want to back off a couple of bucks a share? That's fine with me. The leverage coming my way is beautiful. Yes, it is. It is a good thing. And there are millions of folks out there who could be doing the same thing if they only knew it. But, you know, option writing is for those who really want to take control of their lives and not let the man push them around. You want to be the one pushing people around, pushing the market around, making the market your bitch. You want to do that? You're going to be an option writer. That's what you're going to become. And that's what Cindy has done. Cindy has become an option writer, among many others on this channel, who now know I'm in control of my economic future. I don't guess anymore. This is a whole different world that I live in now. It's my world. Way to go, Cindy. It's only going to get better. Again, I've warned you folks that watch me full time. I've warned you. I keep warning you. Get used to making money in the market more often than losing money in the market. Much more will be made than you'll ever lose. And get used to a higher lifestyle. You're going to be forced to go there. It's just going to happen. There's nothing I can do to stop it. You're going to go from a lower middle class to a middle class to a higher middle class to a higher middle class lifestyle. It's going to happen. It's coming your way, and you're going to have to learn to deal with success. And I'm sorry, there are going to be relatives of yours, friends of yours, acquaintances, people you've known over the years who are going to find out how well you're doing. They're going to hear rumors about you that you're doing really well, and they're going to be envious. They're going to be curious. But at the end of the day, it is your success from your doing that is giving you the returns that you're getting, and you're going to continue to get and compound parabolically. These are early days. Some of you are going to be writing options here 5, 10, 20 years from now. I'll be long gone from your daily lives, and you will be hauling in some dollars at that point that you never thought was imaginable. Never in a million years had you thought that your life would change so much from 2020 to 2030, 2040. And I'm thrilled for so many of you what your future beholds. It's really wide open. But, you made the investment, you jumped in there, you started hanging out here, you picked up some of these classes, then you picked up some, then you took them all, and you did a few one-on-ones with me, and you're on your way. You're on your way. And you know what? There's a lot of professors out there, college profs, high school teachers in particular, junior high teachers, who were phenomenal influencers over many of your lives, over your lifetimes, and your friends and your relatives, your brothers, your sisters, and everyone else. And you have been taken to another level of success because of certain people out there. If in any way I've helped you, I am thrilled about this. I'm really pleased. Keep it going, guys. Allow this to happen, and let's go. Splair, that's probably the key point about our viewers. We all want to have our life in our hands, not in someone else's hands. Exactly. I don't want you guys to ever be in a position where you're praying that the boss still likes you, or that the manager, the new manager that they just hired, that is now your new boss, along with everyone else, you're praying that that person is not the worst possible person they could possibly be. I know that there are people out there who have been betrayed at work over the years, where they didn't get a promo they were promised. Someone else got the promo, and the first order of business is to get even with you and make your life a living hell. I don't want that to happen to any of you out there in any of the positions you're in out there. Like I said, you don't need psychological torture. You don't need at work pressures. You don't need to be teased. You don't need to be belittled. And you certainly don't deserve to be talked about behind your back in a bad way. You are going to take control of your world and make it pay. And I'm excited. Bones, JR, Bruce, oh my God, I can't change the laws of physics. Uncle Bruce, set your stinkers to stun. There you go. That's right, Bones from Star Trek. That's right. Cindy B, not sure if anyone uses TD Ameritrade, but you will convert to Schwab very soon. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. We're down 121 on the Dow. We're up 3 on S&P. We're up 23 on NASDAQ. Oil down 75 cents at $80.08. So it looks like oil might break through $80 going lower. AI down 11, Unity down 26. Cyxtera 29.2 up 0.4. GameStop down 24. SoFi down 1 penny, and Tesla down 2.37 a share right at the moment, as we are coming into the final 17 minutes of this telecast. We have thumbs ups now, 154. If any of you out there can hit the thumbs up button, please do, and add to the momentum of the show. We need 46 to get to 200. If you're watching on the rerun, help us out. Thank you all for these thumbs ups. If you want to take control of your life, you love being in control of your life, you're happy that you've done this move by writing options now, hit the thumbs up and let everybody know about it. Let them know you're happy with how it's going and that you enjoy being the master of your domain. King of the castle, king of the county, queen of the county, whatever the term is. Thank you all so very much to be here. Appreciate it. Right on, everybody. Keep the greatness going. Fantastic. Oh my gosh. So much fun out there. So much fun out there these days. Thank you, everybody, for being part of the gang today. 158 on the thumbs ups. They're coming in. Thank you, everybody. Zeta State, I'm 153, Bruce. I'm 153 out of British Columbia. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Thank you for following us, and many of you thriving like you are. Fabulous. Absolutely fantastic. So glad to see you folks thriving as option writers. All right. Splayer, neat, and thumbs ups. Thank you. Good stuff. Right on. Following all the developments of the day today as best we can. Giddy up. Alrighty. Keep an eye on the headlines going by here. See what's being said out there. Timeout days and respite rooms come to more companies, headline says. Interesting. Plus size menswear is hard to find. One man wants to change that. There's a headline for you. Oh boy. Nurse shortage pushes hospitals into the gig economy. Yeah. Interesting stuff going on out there. Egyptians struggle to afford food this Ramadan as crisis worsens. The Egyptian pound has lost about half of its value against the dollar over the past year, pushing millions into poverty into the Arab world's most populous country. Many are now scraping for even their one daily meal during the Islamic holy month. That's not good. We don't want Egyptians being hungry. That is not a good thing. No. Oh boy. Just be grateful your fridge is full of food, folks. Be grateful that it is full of food. There you are. Okay. JR, neat. Oops, sorry, just added number 159 thumbs ups. Thank you, JR. Giddy up. We've got a 162 thumbs up meter now. 38 to go to get to 200. Thank you, everyone, helping us through that. That is fabulous. The Dow is off 106 now. SP down 3 or up 3, and Nasdaq up 25. Still a mixed bag market. Look at the oil market, 79.91. We're under $80 a barrel, down 92 cents here. All the hype, all the promotion, the shill's been pushing oil. You cannot fool. You're not fooling me, guys. You guys we're drowning in this stuff. It's ridiculous. I just am amazed by the games that are being played. But anyway, it is what it is. All right, what's going on here? Cyxtera, 29.2 cents a share here, up 4/10 on only 71,000 volume today. GameStop, 22.06, down 22 cents on 524,000. SoFi is 5.98, up a penny on 4.45 million now. Tesla down 216 at 184.88. ATIP is down 9/10 of a penny, 27 cents even. Apple up 144. HPQ up 40. First Republic Bank down 32 cents. Google down 35. Moderna down 156. I know a guy that did a shift from his contracts from like the 180 range to the 140 something range. I think he's doing all right. Cisco's up 12 cents. Pfizer is down 30 cents. IBM is down 16. Microsoft down 37. ME right now 204, down 4 cents, 4.8. Matterport down a penny. Rocket Lab down 2.5 cents. Smart Rent down 3.5. Spire down 0.2 of a penny. It's quiet. It is very quiet. 102.71 on Amazon, down 3 cents. Home Depot down 181. Netflix is up 54 cents. I think earnings after the bell tonight. Vanik up 161. Adobe down 188. Goldman still down, but 717 to the downside. That's a $5 improvement from the low of the day at the moment. 667 right now. 333 on Goldman, down 667. That's the best level of the day. 326 was the low. So that was down $13. It's now down $6.11 a share. A little recovery wave coming in right now on Goldman. We'll see how long that lasts. Okay. Boeing is up 63 cents. Meta down 123. We've got Target is off 8 cents. JP Morgan is green. It's up 60 cents. Costco up 258. Walmart up 49 cents at $150. Disney at $100, up 2 cents. Nvidia 724 to the good side, 277 a share now. American Airlines up 3 cents at $3.13. There it is. That's our markets now. We're down 85 on the Dow. A little recovery seems to be going on here and there. Zed, our GameStop options for July coming back. Tiff, GameStop is down. My long calls are green. My short calls are red. Looks like someone is buying calls, says Tiff. 22.12 last trade. GameStop down 17 centinos. Well, we'll see how it goes. GameStop is 6-8 weeks away from earnings reports, so you're not going to get any earnings out of GameStop for a while. Goldman Sachs says exploring the sale of Green Sky. That might be why the stock is moving up. Goldman is exploring the sale of Green Sky, the company's leading platform. And they're initiating the process to explore the sale of Green Sky, which makes home improvement and other loans. We believe Green Sky is performing well with our first quarter originations. And loans are up over 25% year over year. And given our current strategic priorities, however, we may not be in the best long-term holder of this business. They bought Green Sky in 2021 for $2.2 billion. Shares were down 2.6% at the time, but the stock is improving now. The bank beat earnings estimates for the first quarter, but sales came in below Wall Street estimates. Okay. Anyway, so that's interesting. Something there on Goldman, Green Sky, which has moved the shares to 333.24, still off 648, but off the lows of as low as $326. So from 326 to 333, $7 improvement, still down 6 something on the session at the moment. Zed is saying that NVIDIA could hit a 52-week high. Blair, just in case you all have a great and relaxful day. Cindy B, Zed, I wish I had some NVIDIA. I think it'll only go higher. JR, one learns how great option writing can be as the value of Tesla options goes up, 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 even though the stock price jumps around. What a deal. Right on, JR. Writing contracts and bringing in premium. Nothing wrong with that game. Tesla down 228, 184.76. GameStop down 18. SoFi 598, up 2 cents. That's where we're at right there. Everybody, welcome to the party, pal. Thank you for joining us today. Yes, indeed. Giddy up. Down 90 on the Dow. Up 4.5 on S&P and 18 on NASDAQ right at the moment. There you go, guys. Thank you. Thumbs up meter right now. 168 have come through here. 168 thumbs up. Thank you, everybody, for that. It is appreciated. 32 to go to get to 200 as we're approaching the 2-hour mark of our show. Thank you all for helping us to get to the 200, towards that 200 level for thumbs ups on today's show. Fab, everybody. 169. Another one just came in. Beautiful. Beauty. Next one will give us 170. Fantastic, everybody. Right on. AI is down 16. Unity down 39. They were up earlier this morning. They're negative now. GameStop still sitting at 22.11, down 17. SoFi 596, up a penny. Tesla down 206. 170 thumbs ups now. Here's another one. Thank you all. 30 to go to get to 200 thumbs ups. I can only say neat, 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 everybody. Thank you. Much, much, much appreciated. Right on. Yeah. Even the Canadian dollar is rising against the American dollar. 74.75 cents. It was down to 72 about a month ago. Back to 74.75. Interesting stuff. The euro is at 109.68. The pound is now 124.37. They have improved this year, but they had been beat up quite a bit. So they are recovering somewhat at this point in time. There you go, guys. Thank you all. All righty. GameStop still sitting at $332.39 at the moment, down $7 odd on the session. Thank you, Pulse Guitar, for the neat emojis. Christina, 172, Bruce. We have got you to 172 now. Now I see 173. We're only 27 away from 200, guys. Thank you. Getting us that much closer. Everyone makes a difference. Thank you. Very well done. We're coming into the final 4 minutes of today's session. Hope you're going to make a bunch of money today. Keep an eye on your option depreciations, rollover opportunities wherever you can, whether you're rolling closer in on time or rolling further out with a higher strike price. Keep going. I'm toying with the idea of buying back my FRC cover calls before earnings on Monday. Well, again, up to you. You can, sit on the sidelines, and then after the report comes out, make your next option right. You can always do that too. Or just see where it goes. We've got the rest of the week before next Monday. We'll see how things work out. Could be interesting. Usually is. Very, very, very interesting. 174 thumbs ups now. Thank you, everybody. Another one. Beautiful, everybody. Thank you very, very much. All right, there you go. 140 drop now on the Dow. Another sell-off coming through here. We're down 31 on AI. We're down 57 on Unity. We're down 29 on GameStop. 21.99, 21.98, down 30 now on GameStop. SoFi went red, -3. We have a sell program coming through right now in the market, no question about it. Tesla down 270. Apple down is only up 92. It's backing off. HBQ up 36. First Republic down 44. Google down 72. Moderna down 250. Cisco is still up, but only up 3. Pfizer -36 cents. IBM down 23. Microsoft down 118 at the moment. Spire actually up 1.2 cents, or 1.9 cents, pardon me. A little bit right now. Netflix down $1. Home Depot up 170. Vanik up 82 cents, but falling back. Adobe down 298. Goldman 738 lower. Boeing down 12, going lower. Meta going down 248 lower, going lower. Target down 28. JP Morgan up 32. Costco 213. Walmart up is only at 149.93, dropping. It's up 40 cents, but it's backing off. Disney's negative, down 49. 99.81 now. It's negative. NVIDIA up 661. American Airlines down a nickel right now. So the market had a bit of a sell wave come through here. Right now, 154 to the downside on the Dow Jones, with S&P down 5 and NASDAQ down 15. They have definitely gone red. So we are in the red on these markets. Robert Benson, Bruce, 174 in your thumbs up meter right now. Thank you, everybody, as we watch these markets back off right now and see what they want to do. They are definitely down. Tesla now down $3 at 184.03. There it is. And there it would be. And that is what we have. And we're watching GameStop now, 21.95. The low of the day, 21.93. We're at about the low of the day on your GameStop shares. They're coming in with some sell orders at the moment. SoFi now $5.91, down 5 cents. Bargain is even better. Even a better bargain on SoFi. All right, everybody. There it is. Giddy up, all. 179 on the thumbs up meter. 21 to go, guys. Thank you so much. Within 10% of our goal of 200 thumbs ups. Thanks to those of you on the rerun. Those of you buying your classes, 5 for the price of 4. Thank you very much. Make sure to send me a private email. Let me know which classes you would like. Class number 15 is now available on stockmarketswithbruce.ca. You can pick it up anytime. If you want me to email you the class directly, you can always have me do that. Give me a shout out and I'll set you up. You can always make a donation to the PayPal link directly and I'll get you the class however you like it. And we'll take care of you, everybody. Thank you. 21.94, 21.93 on GameStop. We're at the low of the session right now. Volume on GameStop is now 619,000. We are talking dead quiet right now. 155,000 shares pre-split. We are talking nothing. SoFi 590 down to nickel. Volume now on SoFi is 5 million shares, down 5 cents. It's the low of the session right now. Down 182 on the Dow. It's at the lows. We've got S&P down 9 and NASDAQ down 27. These are the lows of the day right now on these indexes. Oil is back to unchanged at 80.83 as the shenanigans continue on the oil market. So that's what's going on there. John Anderson, thank you, everybody. Neat. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. Jen and I are going for a bite to eat a little later today. We're going to meet one of our viewers today. I'm looking forward to this little get-together. Should be fun, and see what happens. It's going to be fun. Yeah, babies, indeed. We're talking about doing meet and greets, but I don't think we're going to do one in California on this go-around. We have guests coming in tomorrow. As a matter of fact, speaking of tomorrow, I think the primetime live show tomorrow is going to be on earlier than usual. I have a suspicion we're going to be on around 6 o'clock Eastern instead of 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. I'll announce that tomorrow morning for sure, but I think the primetime show tomorrow will be 6 p.m. Eastern time because we have someone flying into the airport tomorrow in the latter part of the afternoon around here, and we got to go get them. So we're kind of looking forward to that. But Jen and I are talking about meet and greets throughout different places in America. So we'll keep you posted when we know more. At the moment, we don't know nothing. We know nada. We'll keep you posted when we know more. Okay, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Make a bunch of money out there. Get richer. But, be nice to people, even though you're rich. Thank you all for your support of this YouTuber. It is much appreciated. A splitter, neat. 2 hours earlier, that would be lovely for Europeans. True. That will make it easier on you tomorrow for sure. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning. And have a great rest of your day today. And make money out there. Take advantage of fat premiums if you can get them. Always be writing and do not be afraid of the upside. Thank you, everybody. Catch you later on. Bye from now.